Let's do it. In the text read again, departing from the region of Tyre and Sidon, he came through the midst of the region of Decapolis to the Sea of Galilee. Then they brought to him one who was deaf and had an impediment in his speech, and they begged him to put his hands on him. And he took him aside from the multitude and put his finger in his ear. And he spat and touched his tongue. Then looking up to heaven, he sighed and said to him, Ephphatha, that is, be open. Immediately his ears were open, and the impediment of his tongue was loosed, and he spoke plainly. Then he commanded them that they should tell no one. But the more he commanded them, the more widely they proclaimed it. And they were astonished beyond measure, saying, He has done all things well. He makes both the deaf to hear and the mute to speak. So far the text. I would like to speak briefly from the subject, enough is enough. Enough is enough. People will tell you there's two things that you do not discuss. You don't discuss religion. You don't discuss politics. But those are the two things that people want to talk about the most. What they're saying is that they don't want you to really discuss Jesus. What they're really saying is that don't bring up Jesus because he goes against the grain. And the reason why is because they know that Jesus is the answer for every dilemma, for every sickness, for every issue, for every problem, for every crime wave, for every economic situation. Jesus is the answer. He is so extraordinary that no king, dictator, scientist, educator, or military leader has made a greater contribution to world history. It has been over 2,000 years since Jesus roamed the earth. And over 12 billion people have come and gone, but no one has came close to replicating his unique place in history. The world has not lacked great men and women. History is replete with such names as Solomon and David and Joan of Arc, Napoleon, George Washington, Isaac Newton, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Mother Teresa. But no one has came close to equaling Jesus Christ and his influence on mankind.
Come on now.
H.G. Wells, the English novelist and historian, whose 5 volumes on world history graced the shelves of colleges and universities, ended up giving more space to Jesus than anyone else. H.G. Wells was no friend of faith. In fact, the biographers portrayed him as being an atheist or a skeptic. Yet he could not ignore the greatest person that ever lived. Beyond all doubt, Jesus is the most discussed, debated, and scrutinized person that has ever lived.
Yeah.
Jesus has more defenders and opponents than any other single figure in the world. That is why we're here today, because of Jesus. That's why we sing, we clap, we dance, we run, we cry, we shout, we scream, we lift up our hands, we kneel on our knees, all because of Jesus.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
There are some things in our lives that we've been dealing with for quite some time.
Yes.
Whether it's family issues, sickness, employment, but God's grace is sufficient.
Oh yes.
We have to remind ourselves every day that God's grace is sufficient. Regardless what may confront us on a day-to-day basis, God's grace
is
sufficient. And for we know that all things All things.
All things.
Every divorce, every death.
Ah.
Every bankruptcy, every loss of a job. Every bout with cancer. Every dialysis. Every chemo. It's all working together.
All working together for the good.
Love the Lord.
Yeah.
According to his purpose. For we have to remind ourselves daily there is more with us.
Then it is against us. That's good word. That's good word. Yes, sir.
But there are some things that are so bothersome that we can't even pray it publicly. Sometimes we're too embarrassed. Or the weight of that burden weighs us down and we have to get someone to pray us through. I don't care how long you've been walking with the Lord. There's some things that come upon you that shake you for a minute. Amen? I'm just trying to keep it 100.
Yeah. Teach, man, teach.
But he said that I will never leave you,
Yes.
nor will I
Glory to
forsake
God.
you.
Glory to
I'm
God.
Jehovah Shammah.
Yes.
I'm always there.
Yes, sir.
Even when it doesn't feel like it, I'm
Yes, sir.
there.
I'm there. Yeah, Lord.
And I'm there to comfort you.
Yeah.
I'm there to bless you.
Yes.
I'm there to give you a blessed assurance
Yes.
that I'm here.
Yes.
And sometimes we just got to grit our teeth and know that God is going to work it out. I often say, what you see can make you flee. What you hear can make you feel. But what you know will make you go.
Yes, sir. Hallelujah. It's good.
The problem that we struggle with is that we don't know when. We don't know where. We don't know how. Because God only lets us know stuff on a need-to-know basis. He never unfoils the whole plan.
No.
Truly, this is a walk of faith. But here we are in the book of Mark. A very unique book. It is not the biography of Jesus like Luke and Matthew. It does not dwell on family history or career. However, it's a gospel that records Jesus' actions and achievements. It presents Jesus as a savior, a king, one who conquers demons and diseases and death. Mark's gospel is action-packed. It's fresh, it's vivid. He used adverbs like quickly and straightway and immediately. Mark's audience was mainly comprised of Gentiles. And his main objective was not just to inform them, but to transform them.
Yes.
And that we should, as Christians, our focal point is to present Jesus in such a way to our audience that they're not just informed, but they are transformed by the hearing of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And people should be able to look at us as men. That's right. And see how we treat our wives and see that's how much Christ loves the church.
Amen.
They should be able to look at us, my God, because the day is coming, because we're being transformed daily to the point where as though we'll stand beside Jesus and they won't be able to tell the difference. Conforming to his likeness. That's what we're doing. The text states that they bought him. He could not come on his own. He needed someone to invest in him. Someone to take an interest in him, which means they loved him. The people that love you are the ones that are concerned about your soul. They loved him enough to get him, to help him. They've never seen anybody in this kind of condition before. They got to get him healed. But they had a feeling. They had the faith. They heard the rumors. And they must have seen the evidence of Jesus' work. So their conclusion is, we've got to get him to Jesus. And that is why a lot of us are here today. Because we have issues and circumstances that only Jesus can fix. We're dealing with situations that only Jesus can handle it. If God don't get him off of methadone, I can't do it.
That's right. That's right.
If God don't heal my marriage, I can't do it. If God don't help me to raise my child, I can't do it. I need the help of Jesus.
Yeah, Lord. Hallelujah. Thank you, God.
Jesus can do it.
Yes, sir.
He can whip it. He can heal it. He can deliver it. He can restore it. He can replenish it. Jesus.
Jesus. Yes, sir.
The text states that the man was deaf. He had a physical handicap. To be able to hear is a gift. Many of us cannot imagine someone talking and we cannot hear them. This man lived in a world of solids. People could be saying things against him and plotting against him. And he would not have the ability to hear them. Which means he had a spiritual problem as well as a physical handicap. Also, people would walk up on him and startle him because he would not be able to hear them coming. He was lacking faith because faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word of God. So he lacked the ability to grow spiritually. He also had an impediment in his speech. He could not express himself. What a shame to have an apparatus, but it's not functioning. And now some of us can relate to that. So the level of frustration was severe. This man had the ability to say something, but it never came out right. This man could use his tongue and his teeth to put the words together, but they could be formed, but it was never clear. So we're talking about impediments and restrictions. He was denied the pleasure of joining in conversations. Now, when you have these kind of handicaps, it affects you psychologically.
Yes.
Huh? Anyone who is handicapped has associated illnesses. That means that you are deaf and you need someone to interpret for you. So you become codependent. And if you can't talk or speak clearly, you have somebody constantly reminding you, what did you say? Well, what are you saying? So you're constantly being asked, and by you constantly being asked, it frustrates you. So his level of frustration is high. He's constantly being challenged, constantly being asked, what did you say? He's constantly being reminded that you're not speaking well. And people can be nasty. When they know you're handicapped, people can be cruel. When they know you're not doing something well. People find those things funny. You know, some of us have a sick sense of humor. You only find people handicapped funny. You're so deprived. You're so impoverished that you can only laugh when somebody falls or somebody's overweight. But if you take the time to look in the mirror at yourself, you should be laughing all day long. Amen? So he has this impediment.
Yeah.
He's carrying around a handicap in his speech. Now, communication is a powerful thing.
Yeah, Lord.
The ability to conceive ideas and to have thoughts and to be creative and to have intelligence and to decipher concepts and categorize ideas, but not be able to express them. It's almost suicidal. To be brilliant and to be conceived as dumb. To have ideas but never being able to put them into motion. That is suicidal, and the enemy has come to tie some of us up, to have us bound. But I come to serve notice on the enemy that enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
For who the Son is set free is free indeed. You wouldn't believe what I went through to try to get here. I have 3 laptops and I'm trying to download my sermon, but I can't do it. The laptop being slow as I know what. Just taking its time, just thinking. And I'm trying to hit the buttons and nothing's working. It's just thinking. So I finally get it up. I hit print. The printer head's bad. It's about nothing. So, you know, YouTube, how to clean the printer head, you know. You print out all pages except for the first page. So I'm like, you know, some Kinko's is about 5 minutes away from me. Go over to Kinko's, you know. I tried to download it. Couldn't do it. So I'm back home. Dad, you know, I sent it to me email. I downloaded it again. Not happening. By this time, I'm getting impatient because I have a problem with patience. I do.
Jesus, help me,
I
God.
struggle.
Me too, Lord.
I'm just giving it 100. I struggle.